Everybody, I'd like to take you through the geology course here and tell you about what geology is, what geology is not, and also give you an idea of what is in the modules. I am Mr. Milo. I've been teaching geology here for quite a while. I also teach at Moraine Valley a lot of different topics, including geology, earth and space science, anatomy, physiology, biology, anything kind of in the life sciences and in the earth sciences. Geology, as you see, also has another name here. It's called GEL 150. That is the Moraine Valley equivalent. Geology is a dual credit course, which means that students who earn an A, B, or C can receive college credit for taking it. That goes on to Moraine Valley transcript. They can take that transcript and bring it to any Illinois college or university and get college credit for this course. Most out-of-state universities and colleges take it as well. So it's a pretty good deal. Since they're going to be here already, they'll get 4 credit hours for it. If the student is college bound, they're going to have to take probably 2 science courses anyways for college. So this will knock one of those requirements out. There'll be more information that comes out later in the year for signing up. There will also be a small fee with it. It's 1 credit hour fee that Moraine Valley charges, roughly about $160. So, but that information will come out later. There is no AP test. It's not an AP course. However, it is a college level course. This is college curriculum the students will be receiving. So the workload and the pace is expected as such. What you're looking at right here, this is Canvas. The entire course basically is hosted on this platform. A lot of colleges use Canvas. I know our district uses Canvas. Moraine Valley, as I said, I work there. They also use Canvas. They're going to get a good head start by using this course layout. This is an LMS, a learning management system, where all the materials located within here. This layout's a little bit different than a student's layout. You do not have access to this unless you use the student's login information. Okay, it's not the same as the Skyward information. This is student access, but you can go into it as long as they give you the information. There's nothing to hide here, so it'd be good for you to actually get into it, take a look at how the course is and how things are laid out. There's a side panel here with some links. You can see there the syllabus will be embedded in here, so you can look at the course syllabus. That's also located in the modules. Announcements, so forth will come through here as well. You click on the banner, and this will take you to the modules. This is where the course is actually laid out. The way the course is run, it is asynchronous, mastery-based, goal-setting environment. It is when I say asynchronous, it's students will be at different things at different times. Okay, it depends on their work pace. And so every unit, there's something called a pacing guide. And I'll try to email these out to you as well so you have it. Students will have a link to it in Canvas as well. They can print off a hard copy if they like, but it's nice to kind of see what should be done per day. And so this is a pacing guide. Gives an idea, like, for example, what's being covered on which days. The way things are graded in the class is that this is what the assignments are. And generally, I will open up the entire week, or I might open up the entire unit ahead of time. So they can work at their own pace. But this is what should be getting done per day. And I grade everything after Friday. So even though it's due on Monday, I will grade it after Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Monday morning. Once it's loaded into Skyward, it is considered on time. If it comes in after that, it is considered late, which means 10% off per late day as it accumulates. After 10 days, they get 1 point for completion. You might see something built into the calendar called win days. This means whatever I need, whenever I need. It's basically a catch-up day. So for students who are ahead of schedule, they can start working ahead at this stuff. If they are behind schedule, it's a good day to seek out help. With geology, it's not very direct instruction. I'll probably talk to the students for about 5 or 10 minutes at the beginning of the class. Then they will go out and work on these modules on their own or together. I do promote independent learning as well as group learning. So as long as you're getting the materials taken care of, I have no problem how they work. It's the kind of environment I do like. If we get into the module, so for example, our next unit is going to be cartography. And cartography is broken up into 3 subunits: latitude, longitude, topography, and navigation and remote sensing. So when we get into this first subunit, you'll see something called a quiz out. And some students have knowledge of latitude and longitude already. They may have it from another course or maybe from another school, whatever. So this is a pre-quiz, does not go in as a grade. They will take a pre-quiz, 10 points. If they score an 80% or better, they can actually skip the assessments. The assessments are called U-Picks. This is what you'll see right here. They can skip these and move right over to the class activities, which says must complete all, and then the labs. Okay, so they can go right into this. And once again, this is why students will be at different things at different times. We don't go off a strict calendar and say this is what's going on this day and this is going to get graded this day. Here, it's all in front of you. Work at your own pace. What I will be doing is I'll be kind of what they would call the guide on the side. I will be working with small groups, doing individual instruction or helping students out as needed, as opposed to trying to teach en masse to the entire class. Our students will be at different things, different times, different paces. The students that are understanding it get to work ahead. Students that need additional help can come to me for help, and we'll get them caught up. So let's go back to this whole quiz out. So they score an 8 or better. They can skip the U-Pick, and they can move right to the assessments and then the lab. After that subunit is over, there's going to be a quiz. And they must score for mastery a 7 out of 10 or better, 70%. If they get a 7 out of 10 or better, they get to move on to the next module. You notice there's locks. This is prerequisites, which means they don't score, they can't get in. It'll be grayed out. So if they don't score that 7 or higher, they got to go back in, do a U-Pick or another U-Pick, depending if they did it the first time. Once they do that U-Pick, they can come back. I'll unlock that quiz. They can take it again. If they still don't score high enough, go back in, do a U-Pick, come back, take it again. After they've exhausted all the U-Picks, we will work one-on-one to figure out why they're not understanding that topic. That is mastery-based learning. I don't believe in them trying to move ahead if they don't understand the stuff they have just learned. And so they will master that concept before they go to the next module. Okay, once they have mastered the concept, they go into the next subunit. Topo mapping works the same way. There'll be a quiz out, the U-Picks, the assessment, or the U-Picks, the class activities, the labs, and there'll be a quiz, and then that will go to the next module and so forth. By the time the end of the unit is here, there'll be a pre-test. They'll take a pre-test, they'll record that score or the percentage, and then they're going to set a goal. And whatever they set their goal to, they are striving for that for their actual test. So, for example, they take the pre-test, they get a pretty good idea how they're going to score the next day. They'll say, hey, you know what? I want to score 80% on my test. They'll take the test. We hold them to that goal. So if they hit an 80 or above, they'll get extra credit. It's actually 70 or above. If they don't, they can do one retake. So they're allowed one retake after that. I do take the higher score. So there's goals. The students will know more about the goals as they move into it. But I want to give you an idea about how these modules work within Canvas and within Geology. So it is set up for success. Yes, it's going to be challenging. Yes, there's going to be some hard work in there. But students are allowed to work at their own pace. Like I said, they're going to be all over the place. Some will work ahead. Some might be a little behind. But regardless, by the end of the week, we'll all be where we should be. And obviously, I'm always here to help out and assist. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to email me at cmilo@d230.org.